My grandparents owned the property. My aunt was an unmarried woman and she lived with them on first floor. My uncle and his family lived on second floor with 3 children, and there was mom, dad, my brother, and I on the third floor.
3 boys in one room, 2 girls and my mother and father in the third. A living room, a dining room.
We lived on the first floor. My grandmother lived on the third floor. My family lived on the second. There's 6 of us there. My mom and my 4 younger brother and myself. 3 bedrooms, 1 kitchen, and a very small bathroom.
My mom's brother lived on the second floor with his family, and her mom lived on the third floor.
12 kids in one house. Couldn't get anything better. Loved it.
When you walked through the neighborhood, the houses were close enough to the street, the windows were open, you could smell the meats that had been cooking and the sauce or somebody was preserving. Everybody was always preserving something or other. The neighborhood was all Italian American.
There's 2 families here, my family and the other families right here next to us. And down the street, there's also more Cambodian living in. So this is where all Cambodians come and gather.
There were Italians, Portuguese, black families, Irish. It was a melting pot completely.
My mom and dad bought the house. It was the first house that they ever owned. And they were able to do that on salaries of factory workers. So when I came over, my first day walking into the school, I had high hope, succeed like my mom told me. So walking in, I had students spit on my head.
When you're a little guy, when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, you don't really understand what the heck the story is. But when you look back on it, you see that that booze affected the lives in a negative way of a lot of people in the neighborhood.
I think they wanted me to marry an Irish Catholic, which I didn't. Anything but.
We used to go to this little corner store. Lydia, who ran the store, had a book. Every family had a page in the book, and she would write down who was buying something on the date and how much they owed. That book was blue, but she had a black book. And I often wondered, who went into the black book? Years later, I realized she was booking numbers.
I think this house is more like a home to us. We're more secure, we're much more freer. We're not afraid so much. That's the beginning for us. This is where we start our life. So.